Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Stretch and Flow for a Tuesday. We're going to get started in a minute. If this is your first time taking this class, welcome. My name is Nick. I am the program manager from the Palo Alto Fitness Center. And today we're going to be focusing on full body, so no equipment needed. All you need is yourself, standing position, and you'll be all set to go. All right. So I hope everyone had a great week. Started. So if you were joining last week, we focused on full body stretches. Down into the lower body as well. So as we stand up tall, we want to make sure our shoulders are down and back, so we have the correct posture. We'll start off with some lateral movements of the neck here. So what I will do is look towards one direction. I'm going to stretch into the side of my neck here. Slowly bring it back to the center. We'll look into the opposite direction. We'll repeat nice and slow. Sure, no problem. I'll go ahead and lower that a bit. There we go. All right, let me know if that helped or if you need me to lower it any further. Awesome. Usually I have my headset on, so it's a little easier to hear. Awesome. Let's go into a lateral stretch. What I will do is still continue to keep those shoulders down and back. I will tilt my head towards one direction like this. Now, last week, we just held this position. We're going to add a little bit more resistance here. All I will do is place a hand on top and pull. Now, this arm, you can do a few things. You can keep your arm pointing out like this. You can also place the hand behind the back. Great stretch for the side of our neck that gets into the trap. I will do this pretty frequently throughout the day. A great one to alleviate some of that stress in the neck. Slowly go back to the center. Let's switch sides. Once again, this arm can just stay to your side. If you like, you can point it out diagonally. That adds a little bit more of a stretch. You can also bring that hand behind the back if you like. I feel a lot more on this side today. Probably from just extra rest I got from the weekend. Didn't do any traveling, so I got to rest, but I actually got to just sleep in a bit more than usual, which is a pro and con, right? You get your rest, but at the same time, you wake up a little stiff. And recover. Nice job, everyone. This last one we will do is to stretch out the back part of our neck. So last week we went with that up and down motion with our neck, right? So this week, all we're gonna do is keep those shoulders down and back. With your chin as your guide, you're just gonna push your chin down and in, as if you're giving yourself almost a double chin, right? Now, if you like to add to the stretch, here's one thing you can do. You can place your fingers behind your ears, right behind your head, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of force down and forward. So it looks like this, just a little bit here. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just relaxing and breathing. A few more seconds here. And slowly recover. Nice work, everyone. To finish off the neck, let's finish off with some neck circles. We didn't get a chance to get into this one too much last week, so this is the next progression here. Same thing, I want to keep my shoulders down and back. You can keep your hands here. You can place them behind your body if you'd like. Using the chin as your guide, very slow circles in one direction. Once again, think about using your chin as your guide. I like to start off with a small circle. And imagine you draw a larger circle each time you do that circular motion. We'll do one more big circle before we switch directions. Nice work. When you're ready, I've begun the opposite direction now. Let's do one more circle before we take a pause. And recover. Nice work, everyone. Let's move into the spine and shoulders a bit here. So last week, we did a bear hug movement. That's where we wrapped our hands around here, and that helps you stretch out the upper back. Let's go with a protraction with arms out variation today. I love this one. This is where you bring your hands together. You can face them out, you can face them in. What I will do is bring my arms out like this, and I want to imagine I'm opening up my spine. So if I've been telling you to keep your posture back, now I want you to do the opposite. I actually want you to open so it looks like this. I will tuck my chin down and just imagine there's an object in front of your hands and you're reaching for that object. And we're going to hold here for about 20 seconds. Breaths in and out. Another 5 seconds here. And slowly recover. Nice work, everyone. So that is a really useful stretch. It's a protraction stretch to help alleviate some of that tension that we might have in the upper body. The next one is extension. We talked about flexion and extension in the last class. Easy one to do here. Bring your hands behind your head. You can also place them behind the ears like this. Lift your chest up, elbows out like this, and we're just going to hold, and we're just going to breathe. I want you just to lift that chest up, elbows out. From here, we can even get a lateral movement where I keep my chest up, elbows out. I'm just going to rotate and face one direction like this. Back to the middle, switching sides like this. Back to the middle, lift your chest up, take a deep breath in, elbows out. And recover. Nice work, everyone. Let's finish off today's class with some lower body movements now. So that was for the neck and for the upper back. I'll let you up to here a little bit. All right, we're gonna go with a toe touch stretch next. I'm in one of our new offices today. My feet are gonna be about hip to shoulder width apart, and I'm gonna reach down for the floor. Think about first progression, you're reaching for your knees. Second progression, you're reaching for the shins. And then finally, last progression, you'll reach for the floor. So from here, I can reach for my knees. Second progression, maybe towards the shin. And then last progression, towards the floor. We're gonna hold here for about 20 seconds. 5 seconds here, keep breathing. And slowly recover. Great job, everyone. Now let's go with a little bit of a wider stance here. So that first one was to help alleviate the lower back and the hamstrings, right? This next one, if you are in a seated position a lot throughout your day, and if you tend to have your knees in or one leg on top of the other, we slowly start to get stiff in these adductor muscles. So these are part of your legs here. So what's a good stretch to combat that? It's a little bit of a lateral position with your feet. So we go a little wider, think about just outside of shoulder width. If you like, you can go a little further. It just depends on what you're wearing and the amount of space you have. First thing you're gonna do is place your hands on your hips. I'm just gonna slowly push back with my legs somewhat straight. And even by holding this position, you might already feel a stretch on the inner part of your legs here, right? Now, of course, second and third progression, you can reach for your shins and ultimately you can reach for the floor, right? So if you wanna try it, you don't wanna have too much discomfort, just a little bit is all you need. So if I reach for the shins here, I feel a deeper stretch. And if I reach for the floor, a little bit more of a stretch there. We'll slowly come back up. Now we're gonna maintain this position. We're just gonna isolate one side, isolate the other, and then we will finish off today's class back in the standing position. So I will bring both my hands onto this hip and push hips back. You can also place your hands on the shin or reach for your ankle like this as well. About 5 seconds and we will switch towards the other side. When you're ready, I'll come back and then I will move on to the other side. Once again, first progression, you can place your hands just like here on the hip. Eventually, you can use the ankle. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come back up, back to the top position. Let's finish off with one last extension to finish off the day. This one here, we're just gonna stand tall. My feet will be about hip to shoulder width apart. Remember that stretch that we did earlier where we protracted like this? We're gonna bring our hands together, but this time we will raise up to the sky. Like this, and hold. So think about reaching for the ceiling. Get a nice elongated stretch all around. From here, I like to get into a little lateral stretch. I reach for the corner ceiling. Great way to stretch out the obliques. That's the side of your abdominals, shoulders as well. Switching sides. Think about big reach. Be able to stand tall for the rest of your Tuesday. Walk around a little lighter. Back to the middle. Bring our shoulders down and back. And we're all set for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our stretching flow class. Once again, these are recorded on our YouTube channel. This class is held every Tuesday and Thursday now. So if you have any questions from today's class, if you need guidance on where to find those YouTube videos or the other class, I'll stick around for a little bit. But have a great Tuesday, everyone, and I'll see you next time. All right, I'm glad you all feel a little bit better. Great job.